Hey y'all, Chelsea Kramer here. Camille's Smile Inspires Creatively Unique Designs. This is rinsed and washed. This is washed. I've already used it for glue once, so it was washed. Just now I rinsed it. We're going to do what Treasure Book says, okay? And I agree with her because I've already done it once with Mod Podge in water. But this time I'm actually going to use her recommendation because her recommendation was not Mod Podge in water. It was Mod Podge, it was school glue in water. So here we have school glue, just regular PVA glue. It's washable. It's water based. And we're gonna add 2/3. This is her recommendation, her recipe. 2/3 of school glue. 1 second. And 1/3 of 2 parts water, 2 out of 3 water, or 2 out of 3 glue, and 1 out of 3 water. So 2/3 glue, 1/3 water. And I'm going to be decoupaging with this. This is why I'm making it. And it makes the glue go a lot faster and a lot slower. Like it lasts a lot longer. And it spreads way better on the decoupaging of the napkins and stickers and stuff like that because it's more fluid. And it dries better with it doesn't like wrinkle up as much and stuff like that. Even though it is water based, so it is going to warp the paper a little bit. But just after it's dry, stick it under a heavy object like a book and it'll be great. It'll be fine. It'll work. Let's see. We got some glue. Let's get some more in there. Hey, you guys, leave each other alone. Costello, what? I wish y'all could see how much is in here. Let me see if I can show you real quick. It's hard to see, isn't it? Can you see it now? I hope. I think that's enough for now because I don't even know how long it lasts and we're only going to use it for a couple days. So I think it'll last like a long time, you know. So, okay, that's how much glue we have. It's hard to see, I know. But now we're going to add, we need our paintbrush for one. Our brush for decoupaging, which is always a fan brush for decoupaging. Unless I'm decoupaging a big space, then I'll use a bigger paintbrush. And, okay, did you know that hot water has, like, additives in it? There's something in hot water where you're not supposed to use hot water if you're going to be preserving stuff. Ideally, you'll want to use distilled water, but I don't have distilled water that I can use for this. It's for my soap making. So I'll be using cold water because it has less additives in it than hot water. And we only need a third of what we have here. Or out of 3, here's 2 and we need 1 more, if that makes sense. I think that's way too much crap. It might work. It might be not too much, but it looks like a lot. It looks like 2/3 water, 1/3 soap. Or I mean 1/3 glue. I'm going to have to add more glue. I put way too much water, and now there's no going back. I have to add more glue. My cat was screaming. I don't know what his deal is. He always does that, but he's been getting better because now instead of screaming, he'll like cry a little bit, and I'll tell him no, and then he'll start scratching the floor or the cabinet, and then I'll feed him as long as he's quiet and only scratching, and he's now been way quieter. I'm so proud of him. I am so proud of him because he usually screams and screams and screams. Y'all have probably heard him on my videos, him screaming. He just cries all the time. He's a crybaby. Crap, I can't believe I put that much water. I'm going to have to put like all this glue. It's not supposed to be this watery. This is like water right here. I need to open this and pour more glue in. I can't get it open. I'm just going to have to use it like this. They have child safety on it or something. I'm going to have to use like almost all this glue to make up for all the water I put in there. I should have had it turned down way lower. Don't do what I did. Because y'all remember how much glue was in there? Look how much is in there now. But there's mostly water. Krusty, quit it! I think he woke up and was alone, and so he's freaking out. He usually wakes up with me in there. Plus, he was asleep, or I mean, I went to sleep with him, and then I woke up and got out of bed. It's like middle of the night now. It's like midnight, 12:30, something like that. I'm burning up. Woo! I'm hot. Okay, I think that's good. I have some of my glue left. This looks like the consistency I need it. Let me see. Did we do it, folks? Oops, sorry. I think we did it. This is good. Well, we'll try it, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I have a lot of glue to use now. So I'm going to be decoupaging my heart out. My buns out. Look how much glue that is. That's a lot of glue. Oops, it got on me. And while we use it, we'll just keep stirring it as we use it. And if we need to add more, we'll test like a couple pages. And then if we need to add more glue, we'll add more glue. But it looks like it'll work. It's a little watery, but what can you do? I've accidentally put too much water, but I don't want to use my whole bottle of glue because I don't know what the shelf life is for this. It's fine. It'll work. I have faith in it. Now I'm in my room, my craft room slash everything room. And I'm cutting these to size. So I already cut one. Sorry, I cut without you. We need to cut a little bit smaller than it. So right here. And right here. This one's for that one. So where was the, here it is. This one's for this one. Uh-oh, we have this. I'm not going to cut it off yet. So it needs to be smaller, so. Custy, quit. What is his deal today? Well, he hasn't been like this all day, but he might be hurt because Abbott jumped him earlier. Damn cats. I had to scream at the top of my lungs. Then I thought the cops were going to show up. It was ridiculous. The flowers are going to be sideways on that one, but it's okay. Oh, look, this one will fit like this. And we can save these little bits for a collage later. We can make a collage from all the leftover bits and pieces. That's a lot of leftover pieces. If there's any extra, I'm going to save it instead of just letting it go to waste. Because I want to be able to have it for a collage later. So this will all be for collage. I was planning on adding this to it, but I cut it differently than I was planning. So let's get some more pages of books. So here's another book that I surrendered. If I want to read any of it, I better read it now because I'm about to cover it up partially, where it'll be hard to read. Okay, so book pages. So we get this napkin, and we have to take off the plies. So just kind of fiddle with it for a second, and it comes apart usually. But if it doesn't, we'll have to get tape. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm kind of messing with it with my nails. And it's not working this time. I keep going cross-eyed almost. It's so hard to see. Costello, why are you crying, honey? I think I got it, but I think there's another layer on it, actually. If I remember, one of the ones that I used recently, which I think was this one, has another layer on it. Maybe not. No, it does. I had to kind of rip the bottom, but it's okay because I got it. Just be careful when it's 3-ply, it's really fragile. It's even more fragile. And then we can save all these, the other plies that we don't use, the non-decorative plies, which is all this. Look, I have all this saved. We can utilize it for texture on other ones where you can still see, but it's texture. Or a texture on a cover where we, whatchamacallit, do texture and then paint over it. And then use like gold paint over the top of it to highlight the ridges. So this napkin will work good on this whole sheet. There's a little bit extra. Let's just go ahead and cut off the extra, because we can use it in a collage later. Oops, I almost cut through that paper. Or I did, actually. I think that's one paper. Save that little part. This is the same book, so cut this off. And this is what we have saved for the collage later so far. But I don't know how many papers we're going to be able to decoupage right now because I have a limited space. I don't think we're going to be able to do all these because this is all the space I have right here. These are for collaging too. They're book pieces that were small and extra. So we can use that to collage too. I'm excited to collage. We can collage on like a white cardstock paper or something. Or even a scrapbook piece of paper. No, not a scrapbook piece because it won't be able to, you won't be able to see it. See the napkin or the scratchbook paper, one of the two, because of the decoration and the napkin and everything. But we'll decoupage the collage on a we'll decoupage a collage onto a white paper later, maybe a cardstock paper. So this is the glue that I just made, that you and I just made. So let's see how it works, if it's gonna stick this down or not. Lily, get out of my closet, honey. Lily, out of my closet. And my hair is up in a ponytail, and I recommend the same for you if you have long hair. Even if you have short hair, I recommend putting it back. Because you don't want it to get on your project or in your glue, because it's going to stick to it and it's not going to come out. It's going to ruin your project. So I can tell right now that it's a lot of water because it's already curling my pages. And it's okay if your napkin has some ridges in it. Just no bubbles, because the bubbles have air. And whenever they pop, it's going to be easy to peel off of the paper. The book page. Oh, I just ripped it. It has too much water because I ripped it. I've never ripped it before. That's okay. We can use some of this. Let me get it. We can use some of the one that was extra and put it like this. This is what you do if it rips. See, it was meant to be, because now I can show you a trick. It's never ripped before, but see, you won't even be able to notice. It's because I put way too much water in the glue. Now we go back over it with glue. I probably need to add more glue. Oh my gosh, yep, I need to add more glue because it's just ripping. Because it's way too much water. I'm going to have to put the rest of that bottle of glue. Okay, let's find that glue I had. I think I left it in the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay, I got the lid off of this glue. So now it's not going to take so long. Let me see if I can get the camera on us or move the glue closer or something. I can't move the glue closer. I'll just hold it and hope I don't spill it. This is glue right now. I put way too much water earlier. Now if I put too much glue, we can add more water, but that's perfect. It's kind of thick, but it's also kind of thin. Like that. That's perfect. There was a little bit of glue left over. Oops, sorry. So we have glue for the next time in case I forget to buy more before I run out. Well, we don't even know if it's going to work, actually, because, yes, Treasure Books Natasha says that she uses 2-in-1 glue and water, school glue and water, because it's regular PVA glue. But last time I used Mod Podge and water, and it worked really well. And Mod Podge is PVA glue, so it should work, but I don't know yet because I haven't tried it. I've seen, Natasha use it, but I haven't seen her make it. I mean, I don't think she's lying, so I'm not trying to say that. Okay, that's my napkin glob. I need to put more napkin down. This is going to take a really long time to dry because there's so much water on it. I might even have to add more glue to my batch. And be really gentle is what I'm learning. I got to be really gentle. Let's see if this next one has an easier time spreading and doesn't rip it, hopefully. Can y'all see over here? Let me see. Yes, barely, but yes. So stir first. This might be too runny. I don't know. Let's try it. My hand was way too heavy earlier, I think. Well, that and it was way too runny, of course. There was way too much water and my hand was way too heavy. If I would have gone way softer, it might have not ripped so much. But honestly, you got to have the right ratio is what I learned so far. You have to have it 2 glue to 1 water. You can't have it 2 water to 1 glue. I'm going to try patting it, as you can see, instead of spreading it, like mushing it. I'm going to try patting it and see if this helps to not rip it. Since there is probably too much water in this. Still, I might need to add more glue. I've never used PVA glue, like I said, though. I've only used Mod Podge, and maybe that's why I'm having issues. Let's add more glue and see. Give it more of a thicker consistency like Mod Podge. Because Mod Podge is pretty thick already, and I barely added any water to Mod Podge. This is a lot, but it's okay. We'll use it up. Especially if I spread these around the house instead of just using this table to dry them. What, Lily? I'll pause it while I do this. Okay, now I'm stirring it. I put the rest of the glue in here. And it's a lot thicker now. It's probably a lot more the consistency we need. We'll just be really gentle on it. She said don't be stingy with the glue because you need everything to stick. And she said if I rip it, just cover it up. But I don't want to rip it because it makes it look bad, but it doesn't necessarily have to rip. We just have to be gentler and add more glue to the mixture because it had way too much water. If I would have just used pure Skull glue, it would have been even more ripping because it would have been too sticky. So her idea to mix it with water is a good idea. Plus it saves cost. It saves product and cost. And she knows we're all on a budget. And maybe I have to treat it like Mod Podge and only go over it once. But we'll see here. I went over it twice and it was fine. I dropped a drip right here, so I'm going to spread that out. It's going to curl. I know it's going to curl. The papers are going to curl because we're adding water-based glue to water and utilizing it, so it's going to curl. I know it's going to curl. It already started to, but it's really going to once it starts to dry. That's when it usually really curls. Is whenever it goes back to its normal position after it dries, expands the wood, the paper, the fibers, and then dries back up. Lily, come here, honey. She's in the litter box, scratching and scratching, and I just emptied it. Come on, lady. Okay, uh-oh. This one goes all the way to the top. Lily! I gotta go get my cat. I'm back. Damn cats. First it was Costello, now it's Lily. I'm going to use this to flatten it down and see if that helps with it. The problem that we were having with it ripping. And what am I making these for? I'm making them to put in junk journals that I hope to make soon once I figure out more of how to do it. From Treasure Books Natasha online on YouTube. Not personally, because I'm not where she is, but online on YouTube. And I don't even know her. She doesn't even know I exist. I know she exists because I watch her videos every day. And I'm learning junk journaling from her. She is great. Check out Treasure Books if you haven't already. I recommend her wholeheartedly. She's funny. She's great. She's creative. She's knowledgeable. She's fantastic. She's friendly. Well, in video anyway, you know. I don't know her in person. Here's our next one. Our next one's going to be the sideways one. Oh, gosh. I need to put this down. Okay. She's so creative. Like, oh my gosh. And she is so funny. And she's inspiring. She loves to be inspiring, and she is inspiring. She makes me get up and craft at 12:30 in the morning when I'm watching her TV when I go to sleep. Her show, her channel. And she's been through a lot. I have too. I've been through homelessness. I've been through poverty. I'm still in poverty. I don't have income. And I'm past due in my rent. And I'm trying to get approved for SSI and SSDI. And I'm not approved yet. They said hopefully by the 25th they'll have an answer from the special doctors that they're asking questions to. So I'm hoping for an answer after then. After the 25th. So if you pray, please pray for me. I don't want to lose my cats. If I lose my cats, I don't know what I'd do. I'd go crazy, that's for sure. They keep me sane. They might be a little annoying at times, but they're my whole everything. They keep me going. They keep me alive, honestly. I don't know where I'd be without them. And I got them from my caregiver. He gave them to me. He got them for me. And my caregiver, I know him. He's my friend. And it's because I'm in the IHSS program where I get to choose my caregiver, which is working out way better than before. Because before I had a caregiver just through an agency, and they'd always call in. They wouldn't show up. The first caregiver I had said that I smoked in the house. And I did not smoke in the house. I wasn't even smoking in the house. I was in a rental. Why would I be smoking in there? Anyways, and it was just because I go outside and smoke and I'd go back in. Not even when they were there, but before they got there, you know, the day before, earlier that morning. And they said they could smell the smoke way too much. And it was bothering them. So then they had to stop helping me. And they gave me a different caregiver that was a guy. And he wasn't the best cleaner, but he showed up. But he was before I realized what IHSS was. And so I had my caregiver now be my caregiver because he was already helping me. He just wasn't getting paid to do it. And when DHS learned that he was already helping me and not getting paid to do it, they were like, we can get him paid to do it. So sure enough, me and DHS and I got him hired at a caregiving agency out of another city in Colorado, and he works for them, but the state pays them and they pay him, and it's all under my Medicaid. So I think when I pass away, hopefully very many years from now, like when I'm 100 or 98, I hope that it's not the case then, but right now it's the case that I heard that I'll have to pay back after I die for my estate. I'll have to pay back all of what Medicaid paid for me. And I don't know if that'll still be true or if that's even true right now, but that's what I heard. And that sucks because I want to be a millionaire. I want to own a home. I want to have a lot of great things and everything like that. And I don't want to build all that and then pass away and not be able to leave anything to my loved ones because Medicaid takes it. You know what I mean? That's not fair. That's not a public benefit. That's me paying it back. Maybe they expect most people not to have anything to pay back, but don't take from the people that have stuff to take back. I mean, we work hard for this stuff, and like, I don't think they can take, maybe they can. I don't know. If I was to pass away right now, I have a lot of stuff that could generate income with somebody, for somebody that knows how to do it, which I don't, but I'm trying. But if I was to pass away today or tomorrow, knock on wood, then all this stuff, I wonder if Medicaid would take it. You know, I don't think they would. I think they would take my investments and my savings if I was to have any, or investments if I were to have any, which I don't. But if I did, I'm sure they would take that. If I had a house, they would take that, which I don't. But I'm sure if I had a vehicle, they would take that, you know. It's wrong. What do y'all think about that? And what do y'all think about this decoupaging? We won't know the final result until it dries, which we don't want to mess with it much right now. But once it dries, we'll know if it actually stuck to the paper well, or if we need to add Mod Podge to this water. I don't want to dump it out, but if it's not working as a glue and I don't have any more school glue, I'm just going to add this to it, this matte Mod Podge, because it's really thick, and so I think it'll help. And what kind of ideas do y'all have for utilizing these index cards? I'm going to look on YouTube, and I'd love y'all's advice too on what kind of project I can do with these index cards. Okay, thanks. Love y'all. Please like, subscribe, and join this community. Leave a comment, please. And if you find any links in the description, feel free to click on them. They're safe if they're from me. which anything in my description should be from me. It might be an affiliate link. It might be a recommendation. It might be a fundraiser. But either way, it'll be a way for you to support me in my endeavors and my life. So thank you so much for being here, and I appreciate y'all. Bye.